Welcome to HouseLux Estate, your go-to channel for all things finance, property, and cryptocurrency. Here at HouseLux, we're committed to dissecting complex financial topics and making them accessible for everyone. Our mission is to empower you with knowledge that will help you make informed decisions in your financial journey. In the world of finance, few things have caused as much buzz and intrigue as cryptocurrency. Among these digital currencies, Bitcoin stands out as the trailblazer and the most popular. It's no secret that the cryptocurrency market has seen exponential growth over the past decade. With this growth, Bitcoin has emerged not only as a new form of currency, but also as a potential investment opportunity. But as with all things, Bitcoin is not without its flaws. While it promises decentralization and freedom from traditional banking systems, there are potential issues lurking beneath the surface. Today we delve into the intriguing subject of Bitcoin and explore some potential issues that come with it. Before we tackle the problems, it's important to understand what Bitcoin is. So let's take a minute to delve into the world of Bitcoin. Picture Bitcoin as a form of digital gold, a virtual currency that exists on the internet. And just like gold, its value isn't fixed. It fluctuates based on supply, demand, and market sentiment. Now here's where things get interesting. Bitcoin operates on a technology called blockchain. Imagine blockchain as a digital ledger, a transparent, tamper-proof record of all Bitcoin transactions. Each new transaction, or block, is added to the chain of previous transactions. This chain isn't stored in one place. Oh no, it's decentralized and duplicated across a network of computers worldwide. This decentralization means there's no central authority governing Bitcoin. You know how banks control traditional currencies? Well, Bitcoin has no bank, no government, no single entity calling the shots. Instead, it's maintained by a group of volunteers known as miners, who use powerful computers to validate transactions and add them to the blockchain. In return for their efforts, miners are rewarded with new Bitcoins, a process called mining. It's a bit like panning for gold, but in the digital world. And just like gold, there's a finite amount of Bitcoin. Only 21 million will ever exist, and over 18 million have already been mined. What makes Bitcoin so appealing is its potential to disrupt traditional financial systems. It provides a way to transfer value across the globe, quickly, cheaply, and without needing a third party, like a bank. It's a radical concept, one that has the potential to reshape how we think about money. But, as with any revolutionary technology, Bitcoin comes with its own set of challenges. It's not perfect, and it's not for everyone. So let's not get too carried away with the Bitcoin hype just yet. Now that we have a basic understanding of Bitcoin, let's explore some of the challenges it presents. Because, as we'll see, the road to a Bitcoin future is paved with more than a few bumps. One of the key issues with Bitcoin is scalability. You see, Bitcoin's design inherently restricts the number of transactions it can handle. It's like a highway with just 2 lanes. No matter how many cars you have, only a few can move at a time. This is because Bitcoin has a block size limit of 1 megabyte, and it can only add a new block to its blockchain approximately every 10 minutes. This limitation means Bitcoin can process a maximum of around 7 transactions per second. Now, compare this to traditional payment systems like Visa, which can handle tens of thousands of transactions per second, and you can see the bottleneck. So, what's the fallout from this capacity issue? Well, when there's a high demand for transactions, the system becomes congested. As a result, the speed of transactions slows down significantly, and transaction fees skyrocket. Imagine going to your local coffee shop and waiting hours for your payment to be processed, or paying more in transaction fees than the cost of your coffee. It's not very practical, is it? This is why Bitcoin has been criticized for not being suitable for day-to-day transactions. The Bitcoin community is aware of this problem and has proposed several solutions, like increasing the block size or off-chain transactions. However, these solutions have their own complexities and challenges. The scalability issue poses a significant challenge for Bitcoin's utility as a daily currency. Another major concern with Bitcoin is its environmental impact. It's no secret that Bitcoin mining demands a tremendous amount of energy. This process involves powerful computers solving complex mathematical problems, a task that requires substantial computational power and, consequently, electricity. Think of it as a race, where all the participants are trying to solve a puzzle. The one who solves it first gets the prize, in this case, Bitcoin. Now, imagine millions of these races happening every minute, and you'll start to grasp the scale of energy consumption we're talking about. Interestingly, the energy used in Bitcoin mining globally is more than that consumed by some countries. In fact, if Bitcoin was a country, it would rank amongst the top 30 energy consumers worldwide. Now that's staggering. This high energy consumption translates into a significant carbon footprint. It's estimated that Bitcoin mining produces as much CO2 as a city like Las Vegas. That's quite a lot for something that exists only in the digital realm, wouldn't you agree? Moreover, many mining operations rely on non-renewable energy sources, contributing to further carbon emissions. This is particularly concerning given the urgent need to reduce greenhouse gas emissions and combat climate change. So while Bitcoin might be a revolutionary concept, it's also a power-hungry beast. The environmental implications of Bitcoin mining cannot be overlooked and contribute to the problems associated with this cryptocurrency. The third problem we'll discuss today is the regulatory challenges Bitcoin faces. The digital landscape of cryptocurrencies is a wild west of sorts where the rules are still being written. This brings us to the question of legality and regulation, a gray area that poses significant challenges for Bitcoin. Firstly, the lack of legal protection for consumers is a significant issue. As Bitcoin transactions are irreversible and there's no central authority to oversee these transactions, it can leave consumers vulnerable to scams and fraud. A simple mistake in a transaction could mean a permanent loss, with no recourse for the victim. Secondly, the anonymous nature of Bitcoin transactions is a double-edged sword. While it offers privacy, it also opens the door to illicit activities. From money laundering to funding illegal activities, the misuse of Bitcoin is a real concern for law enforcement agencies worldwide. This has led to calls for stricter regulations to prevent such misuse. Furthermore, the regulatory environment for Bitcoin varies greatly from one country to another. Some governments embrace it, others tolerate it, and some outright ban it. This inconsistency creates a challenging environment for users and businesses alike who must navigate these disparate regulations. Moreover, the potential for regulatory changes adds an element of unpredictability. Governments could decide to crack down on Bitcoin, impose new taxes, or introduce new laws around its use. These potential changes can cause uncertainty and affect the stability of Bitcoin's value. Lastly, there's the challenge of integrating Bitcoin into the existing financial system. Traditional banks and financial institutions are often wary of Bitcoin due to its volatility and the regulatory risks associated with it. This reluctance can limit the widespread adoption and acceptance of Bitcoin. In summary, while Bitcoin presents exciting opportunities, it's not without its challenges. The regulatory landscape is one of these challenges, adding a layer of complexity and uncertainty to its use. As we move forward, it's clear that finding a balance between regulation, innovation, and consumer protection will be key. Regulatory challenges add another layer of complexity to the Bitcoin conundrum. In conclusion, while Bitcoin offers many opportunities, it's not without its problems. As we've discussed, one of the major concerns with Bitcoin is its scalability issues. The inherent limitations of its design mean that Bitcoin can only process a limited number of transactions per second. This can cause delays and increase transaction costs, especially during peak times. It's like a highway during rush hour, where only a limited number of cars can move at a certain speed. For Bitcoin to become a viable global currency, it needs to be able to handle the volume of transactions that the world's largest financial systems deal with every day. Another significant issue is the environmental impact. The process of mining Bitcoin, which involves solving complex mathematical problems to validate transactions and add them to the blockchain, requires a tremendous amount of energy. This has led to concerns about its carbon footprint and the sustainability of such a system in the long term. It's like driving a gas-guzzling car when there are more fuel-efficient alternatives available. Then there are the regulatory challenges. As a decentralized system, Bitcoin operates outside traditional banking and government oversight. This can make it a haven for illicit activities, and it also raises questions about consumer protection. Governments around the world are grappling with how to regulate Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, and the uncertainty can make the market volatile. Nevertheless, these challenges are not insurmountable. Solutions are being explored and developed. For instance, second-layer technologies like the Lightning Network are being developed to increase Bitcoin's scalability. More energy-efficient mining methods are being sought to reduce its environmental impact. And as for regulation, a balance needs to be struck between maintaining the benefits of decentralization and ensuring consumer protection and financial stability. The world of cryptocurrency is evolving rapidly, and understanding these challenges helps us navigate it more effectively. It's like setting sail on a vast, uncharted ocean. The more we know about the currents and potential storms, the better prepared we'll be. Remember, understanding the challenges helps us navigate the world of cryptocurrency more effectively. Don't forget to subscribe to House Lux Estate for more insightful content.